Aquarius, here's the September message for 2026. Let's get to the messages right now before we start reading on the prompts. September, here's your message. Remain secure in your being. Seek to bridge all gaps. Don't insert emotion. Be professional. Treat your character like it's a business. As in, don't bring emotion into it at all. Know there is a way to make this function smoothly, unorthodoxly. Also. Yes, and then I wrote Sagittarius' glyph. I did write a question mark for treat your character like it's a business question mark. Like, as in, will that be the solution? Let's see what Sagittarius' message was. Apparently that will help also. So it says, trust. Give your trust back to your world and others who show up. Give others a chance to amaze you. Okay. Yes. Here are the prompts, the 3 questions that will help you get this understanding. First question we're going to read on. What would my highest professional self do here? And can I solve this without abandoning my individuality? Second one. What if this relationship doesn't need to work the way I originally imagined? That's a really good one too. Yes. What if the relationship doesn't need to work the way I originally imagined? Can I remain secure in myself while giving another person room to be themselves? Third prompt. So let's get to these messages. Oh, nice. I'm here to give these. Here to give these cheat codes, these tailor-made perspectives for the month for y'all. One more shuffle. Wait a minute. Okay. What will my highest professional self do here? And can I solve this problem without abandoning my originality? So the first question, what would your highest professional self do here? So for this first question, there are 2 questions in this first question. So yeah, your highest professional self, we got to look at Cancer's message now. In my channeled messages, Tarot Bible now. So for Cancer's message, apparently this will help. No, it is turning out way better than expected. That's it. No, this is turning out way better than expected. And with that, I believe this card coming out, this is what represents Cancer. I believe this represents in the message, you have access to this mentality now. So this will help you keep the emotion out of it. Apparently, you will gain so much, and that's you being in your energy, really. This just indicates not shifting, Apparently, there is a lot of emotion still here. This is when you still have the same feeling you still have for a situation. And what is it? What is this 9 of Wands? It's good though. I mean, it should have somewhere to go. Yeah, never mind. So what is this? What is the key about this one? So then, wow. Because it's like, all right, this is how you get at facing emotion. Okay, I don't want to acknowledge this thing that happened that, yeah, so and so is really good at shutting down their emotions about it, not really being too upset about it, pretty humble about the situation, actually. It's life, it's cycles. What else can you do? That's really it. So you can just, because on two sides, either you're seeing your expertise as long as you stay down here, stay confident here, and then it's, you know, because you can see it as I know how to hold myself back from these old feelings, or, so forgive me for speeding up. Can I solve this without abandoning my identity? So it really answered it also, because Chariot comes out. So the idea is to dare to be yourself while in disconnection. I set this for Capricorn's video, so let me put out some messages for can you do this without abandoning your individuality? Yeah, that's where the battle is at, because there's so much illusion. So sitting here in what feels like disconnection, not being in tune with something, getting cues or directions or things incoming to help you understand, this is the power right here you actually have. So for some reason you will, it's not really taking away individuality, it's just outline. It's just you strengthening, trusting yourself. Seven of Cups is like worries, illusions, things that look like stuff also. So how would I answer this first question? What would my highest self, professional self do here? And can I solve this without abandoning my individuality? A lot of signs have this keeping it steady energy that's doing a lot of work more than reacting. So as long as it's steady, it's more powerful than any action. Because there's the answer right there. As long as it's steady, keep it steady. Keep these emotions steady. You would keep these emotions steady. Keep these emotions steady. Okay, your highest professional self would keep these emotions steady. And can I solve this without abandoning my individuality? In fact, all right, and your individuality only stands out. You only stand out remaining steady, remaining steady. Then you'd be an example for the environment, What if this relationship doesn't need to work the way I originally imagined? Can't go into things. They say the term half-cocked, but that's the full inspiration of a situation. So it ain't half at all. But I can see that meaning, though. It's the game. can't say. I think I said this also for Capricorn. As long as you gave your all, shit, you really can't be upset. But you need something more attractive or more powerful, more something stronger than just the surface level attraction. Clearly, there needs to be a deep, sworn in crest. You know, those things, the crests, I think of like kings, kingdoms, and shit. Something has to be really sacrificed for, apparently. Well, yeah. I can only say so much. What if this relationship doesn't need to work out the way I originally imagined? And there's so much power in this, too. I mean, this is where we're at when it doesn't work out as we originally imagined. But you realize really wasn't much of a direction you really had with this, you know. Yeah, rose-colored glasses. It means you really wanted to work out the way you originally imagined, actually. You really wanted to work out the way you originally imagined still. You're not moved from that idea. Your feelings are still giving life. You're not trying to move from that space, so, but let's see what's the feeling though. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No words. I mean, so what does this spread even mean? That would be a problem. But how can we fix it? That would be a problem. But it really means, because I was saying I had the situation, one day I was outside looking out, thought to myself, you know, some things really help you really look at yourself, you know, like, okay, was this really a clear idea to go into something with, you know? Maybe I do need to take myself more seriously. Like, what do I need? You know? You know, the shakeup is really good. It's like, well, it didn't work. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Emotions still can't move on from this, so it's funny. The channeled message was like, treat yourself like a business. Keep the emotions out of it. I'm glad I say it in the beginning of the video. I'm so glad I put it all out there first 2 minutes. I gotta repeat my little spiel, my little script, but nice. That means completion, next level. It's a real game. The game is real, I mean. But the reality of it is you can't just not express yourself because, I don't want to give of my energy. I mean, at least be a great representation of energy, of giving, you know, something. But, yes, let me answer this question real quick. I mean, that's what we gotta do now. Guess that means say exactly what you want when you see the person, but I mean, I remember a person always told me, like, you just know, you know. Me personally, I've been out of my mind, so it's a good thing. The less I know, the better, I guess. Yeah, you start to realize how much of this idea really didn't even involve you, really. I mean, like, did it involve your act? Did it really need, did it even call for your input or action or, expression? Did it even call for you to put yourself? And when you did put yourself in there, so and so did, what happened? So I think the answer really would be, what if this relationship doesn't need to work out the way I originally imagined? You'd say, it really didn't call for your input. It didn't call for your action. Your action was not necessary. So there was nothing you really could have done. You didn't feel the express. There was nothing you really could have done. So, but let it work out. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing but letting it work out. But letting it work out. Because it's unorthodox, and then your sign's all about breaking the mold, doing something differently from everybody else, unorthodoxly. Highly intelligent, able to put all, I think it's understanding systems or something like that. Systems of thought or things. But yes, next question. Can I remain secure in myself while giving another person room to be themselves? Yeah. Mm. 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 How do you do that? It takes two people to allow each person to be themselves. One person's not allowing, the other person's wanting so much they're not even paying attention. Wanting so much, doing so little. It's a mixture, No, it's no one's fault. It just, maybe the energy isn't really there to pour into it, because it makes sense. That's the problem. Like, all these cups, it makes sense. You could put it together. It needs more. It needs more than to just make sense. So, can you be secure in yourself while you let somebody give someone else space to be themselves? Man. That's the battle. That's the new lesson. That's the new level right there. That does require actually being able to see yourself and see the other person, really. The idea of trusting and disconnection, It's a scary reality. It's a scary thing to learn. However you learn it. Mm-hmm. Lucky for me, I thank God you got entertaining content, entertaining things to do. Shit. Cherry came out again. Mm. Good energy. This is life. It's really, I guess that's why it's unorthodox. Instead of putting in so much action, you just stand back, but be in the mix. So. It's just reality. What's ever perfectly set and laid that you didn't have to go through a little bit of chaos, sensation. So a Sagittarius coming out. Forgive me, Aquarius, you're the first video of the day. Yeah. How do you get out of this? Well, you're still gonna be thinking about it all. So, either you got away from it, you got away from this group of people, and now you're able to like balance and recover after shaking up, after being shaken up. Now you're in a still situation. Maybe things are balancing out after all that activity, so. And then after whatever activity, moving you away from here helps it all balance out, so. Learning to get more comfortable here, so here's the lesson. Let me get to the Celtic cards. Yeah, just don't be emotional about the pace of it all. And so now it's like the answer. I feel like I find different answers, just like this unorthodox. I find a different answer, and both these cards are pretty much Aquarius because Uranus. But I find a different answer for the answers. Forgive me, I gotta cook or go off or feel through this answer, through this message. So about remaining secure in yourself while giving another person space to be themselves. Okay. Forgive me, goddamn. Then I was talking too much about it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was hitting on. Hold on, what was I saying? Okay. I think it was like I was saying, going a different direction. Oh my god, how did I lose it? Hold on. Okay, good. Okay, getting away from the groove. Oh my god. Okay, healing while things are quiet. Gaining energy back while things are quiet. What was I about to say? Learning to appreciate the space again. Damn, was I talking about appreciating this connection? Forgive me, I really want to hit on this point. What was this about? I guess I was talking about looking away from the situation, being glad to get away. I think it was about giving yourself. Okay, I already talked about giving yourself and then being able to let go of it completely, leaving it all on the stage. What was it about? Okay, I guess it was about like finally getting able to read on like not taking too seriously being at odds with people and seeing it all as as a stage to be on. I think that was the point I was wanting to get to. Even getting over patterns, like accepting the unorthodoxy of, I guess, people getting involved through whatever happens. Let me get to the Celtic cross. I think I answered the question, but can I remain secure in myself like that person? Damn. Forgive me. What was I trying to say? Oh my goodness. So pretty much yes, but at the same time, I think it was about only letting the conditions create the connection. Like, so I guess what I was wanting to hit on is like the more you're out of it in your element of air, or like, which is essentially you can be disconnected, but through that allowing life to create the connection rather than creating the connection yourself, which causes more disconnection because the conditions are being blocked by so much self. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Because fuck it. So about remaining yourself. Yes, you can also remain yourself, but at some point, trust feeling not in trust not actually trust feeling against for some reason, and still trust like a big show it's going to turn out okay. Who has that much trust in disconnection? Like, because then you'd see how much of what you want is you blocking yourself, like being too clear on what it is. I can actually say, like, all I knew is, okay, this goal I want this goal. How I get there, I'm gonna just be good. Be good at what I do. Now you gotta know how to network, and be memorable, and shit. All this shit. Can I remain myself secure? So, alright, yes. And yet, trusting it will work out does more work without us doing work. And yet, trusting it will work out and not taking it personal and taking it personal. Yes, and yet trusting it will work out and not taking it personal is powerful too. I think I was gonna say like trusting yourself. I'm gonna just flip the question around. I did all that to just flip the damn question around. Remaining secure in yourself while giving yourself room to be yourself. So I'll write or yourself. Can I remain secure in myself while giving another person or myself room to be themselves? Yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the Celtic cross. I'm glad I kept it clear. It's not too long of a video. So this is a perfect length. You will not see me posting a 1 to 2 hour video. I'll at least, and plus, truly all the videos are actually short because I give you the answer and the prompts you can read on yourself, or that pretty much help you answer the question inside, internally. You pretty much know how you feel when you read them. The first 2 minutes of the videos, you actually already got a pretty good idea of how you're being challenged. So the rest is just, helping it marinate, Here we go. Celtic cross. Present energy. Challenge. The disconnection. Lovers in reverse. How people. Detail number 1. Detail number 2. Detail number 3. Yes. How can you somehow find new inspiration through what gave you what made you feel hopeless, disconnected, or out of the loop? Because the reality of it is, who are we to just feel so arrogant in that we suck, we're not doing it right, or it's not gonna work? So keeping the emotions out of it is so clear. But look at the power you have. You have the awareness to keep your emotions out of it. So when you do put your emotions into it and you make that mistake, you remember, I was told to keep my emotions out of it. How people see you. Mentality available. So imagine you can be like this, yet have your emotions out of it. Light emotionally with no emotions involved. Outcome. The best outcome. The sign across from you. So that is funny because Leo's is expressive, raw, energy. But it's about transforming with this ability to, okay, well, I ain't got the inspiration feeling, but I'm still grateful that there's still great potential despite. That doesn't mean there's evidence of nothing working and turning around. So I think Leo's message is about trusting when things are unclear, trusting in all relationships when it feels unclear. And another card, this is when you don't have that much power or ability to see out things immediately. So look, turn off this video. It's the longest. You might have the longest one actually. So let's see. We got Gemini, Mercury, your sign, Aquarius, and Leo. Yeah. So I'd say we gotta find wherever Mercury's at in September. I'll read Virgo's message before I get off the camera. Keep trust in your ability to find solutions through your perceived setbacks. Don't allow your senses to make you lose hope. It's working out great. Smooth sailing now. Great. So you got all messages. Gemini's message is success is here. Trust in not being stuck in your current predicament. Don't be fooled by the senses. Success is here. As long as you know this, it doesn't matter. Dare to let that mentality counterbalance any, lack of confidence or trust in this disconnection you have right here. You need to have right here. So, and the disconnection is you blocking out whatever your emotions would tell you it is, feed you it is. That's hopeless. Just dare to not put any emotion in it, because I guess it means these emotions are going to be pulled and exaggerate from this clouded state and cause more heartache. I'm not trying to make it rhyme, but yeah. For some reason, the best way to handle being in these moods, because the beautiful thing is you know how to handle being in these moods. You can just take out emotion. So later, Aquarius, you have the longest video, I believe. I gotta watch it back, so make sure I was making sense. I want to catch where I had that damn near almost 5-10 minute little blur. I was hitting on it, then I was like so into the fact that I was hitting on a good idea. Yeah, let me get on to the next one. So yeah, oh yeah, we're good. This helps you even not be in that obsessive. You could really take a great hold of this emotion, just simply trusting that message. Staying out of this emotion, keeping your character like a company. Take all the emotion out of it. For some reason, that is going to be very helpful. Later, Aquarius, there's your September message. You're armed with the cheat code. All right, go ace the month. And until next month, subscribe to this channel for more cheat codes and more, amazing, powerful quotes, prompts to help you download these messages and amaze yourself with yourself, and others.